Yo, welcome everyone. Bitcoin is dumping once again, and so far it really does not look good. So be slightly more careful because lower targets are still very much possible. Let me show you. For the past couple of days, we have gotten a very nice bounce towards the upside back into our major horizontal range on the 4-hour time frame. So technically speaking, if we do see acceptance back in the range, this right here is going to be a bullish Bitcoin indication. But it does look like the bottom of the range at 112,000 US dollars is right now broken back down and is once again acting as the area of resistance. Something I did not really want to see, and this right here is definitely going to be a bearish Bitcoin indication. That is why I do remain in my short position on Bitcoin, in a short position on Ethereum, and also in a short position on XRP. With my long trade, I entered only a couple of days ago, approximately at this specific area, because I had the stop loss at break even. Right now I got stopped out with this entire move down. So that is why, yes, I am for sure interested to fire another long position, and later in the video I'm going to share with you exactly where I'm going to look for another long position on the Bitcoin chart itself. But right now we really need to talk about if the bottom of Bitcoin at this specific area is right now in, or simply are we going to continue much lower towards downside. We are going to zoom out a little bit for our bigger rising wedge pattern on the 2-day time frame, and as you probably know, we have talked about our entire 5-wave price structure for a very long time, and as of right now it really does look like Bitcoin is forming the last C-elite wave of the bigger ABC correction. But to be honest, if we are right now going to be able to see a major push towards the upside already, the bottom on Bitcoin approximately at this specific area could right now already be in. So that is why right now we need to wait for some kind of a sign of strength for Bitcoin to see a push towards the upside above the very important volume level that I am going to show you in a moment, for us to then say, okay, the bottom is most likely in and we are going to continue higher. But because as of right now we are still dropping lower, because as of right now we are not seeing acceptance above the volume level, you really should be slightly more careful, expecting lower targets. And as you probably know, what is going to be right now our much lower price target you should right now really be aware of course it is going to be the major golden Fibonacci ratio at approximately 108,000 US dollar area. If Bitcoin does go lower right now, this level right here is my next price target, where of course I would be interested to fire another long position if we are going to see some kind of a reaction at this specific area. And in that case, we are simply going to say the C-elite wave is most likely finished, the 4th elite wave is most likely finished, and we are then simply going to look for another all-time high on the Bitcoin chart itself. So why ideally in the next couple of days I would really like to see a bounce towards the upside on the Bitcoin chart itself, maybe slightly lower, maybe from our major area of support right here, or maybe already where Bitcoin is trading as of right now, simply because our CME gap still has not been filled. Going right now on the 1-hour time frame, clearly you're going to see we came directly into the CME gap, but we still haven't filled it, and we still do have a 90% chance that Bitcoin does see a bounce towards the upside sooner rather than later. So this specific level is as of right now acting as a magnet for Bitcoin. That is why ideally I am still more interested to fire another long position on the Bitcoin chart itself. That is right now also why I would really appreciate for you to smash up the like button. Literally 1000 likes are really possible, and also thank you for subscribing to the channel. Let me right now share with you at what level did Bitcoin actually get a rejection off of. We can simply zoom out right here and connect our lower highs with a diagonal area of resistance, and what you're right now going to see, we tried breaking our diagonal level, but it does look like we got some kind of a deviation from the level and another push down. So there is also right here going to be another reason why I always tell you we are not interested in breakout trades. That simply means people that were looking for a long position at this specific area, guess what? They got right now completely wrecked, and of course, Bitcoin is seeing a reversal back towards upside. We are more interested looking for long positions at the area of support, and we are more interested to fire a short position at the area of resistance. And right now, let me share with you the first important level you should right now be aware of if we are going to be able to see a bounce towards the upside, because as of right now, Bitcoin is actually hitting the first daily high time frame area of support. But for me to right now say, okay, the level is right now actually holding and we are going to continue higher, we need to see first of all acceptance above the daily level. And not only acceptance above the daily level, we need to also reclaim the volume level of the entire bottom range right here. So the volume level is going to come in at 110.6 thousand US dollars. If we are going to be able to see a push towards the upside, reclaim the level and hold the level, only in that case we can say the bottom on Bitcoin is actually in at this specific area, we can be looking for higher. So in that case, of course, we can be looking for a long position with the stop loss being placed exactly below the recent low. And of course, we can then target much higher price targets. But as of right now, we are still trading below the volume level. We are still trading below the daily level. So to be honest right now, I would not actually guess how low Bitcoin is actually going to go. I remain comfortably in my short positions and I am not going to FOMO into a long position simply knowing we are not seeing a sign of strength. And also overall speaking, Bitcoin is still moving in a downtrend on the 1 hourly, 2 hourly, and also on the 4 hourly time frame. Additionally, a lot of people have pointed out to me that Bitcoin monthly returns for the month of September are looking really bad. But the reality is, yes, more often than not, September is actually a bearish month. But even if you look like that, usually we are seeing a push down of approximately 3%, 7%, another 7%, 13%, 5%, and another 7%. So let's just say on average, we are seeing, if there is a bearish here, a 7% push towards the downside. So if we are going to move lower for another 7%, we can be looking for Bitcoin to bottom out at approximately 101,000 US dollar area. Nothing significant, I would still say. If we are going to hit our major support areas right here, I am still going to be interested to go with another long position on the Bitcoin chart itself. And also as of right now, what if we pay attention to bullish indications we can right now see on many different indicators? Why I am telling to you, first of all, we trade from level to level, and I am potentially still interested to fire a long position at this specific support area if we are going to see some kind of a rejection off of. Pay attention right now to the money flow and also to the MACD indicator, because what you're right now going to see, it really does look like that on the daily time frame, Bitcoin is forming another lower low. The money flow indicator is seeing a higher low right here. The MACD indicator also, it is right now seeing another higher low. So we are seeing bullish divergences on two important indicators on the daily time frame. Yes, it is completely true. Regular bullish divergence, it is not forming right now on the RSI indicator, but nevertheless, RSI actually could see potentially a hidden bullish divergence, because we are then going to see a lower low on the RSI while Bitcoin is still forming a higher low. So we simply need to approach the chart as objectively as possible. We know, okay, overall speaking, we are in a very slight downtrend, but we also know on the other hand, a major area of support is going to be hit, and especially if all of our bullish divergences right here are going to still be there once we are going to be trading at our major support area right here. To be honest, I definitely would be interested to fire another long position on the Bitcoin chart itself. And that is right now why, if you want to trade with us, take an advantage of the free 8,000 US dollar bonus without KYC and without VPN with the second link down below in the description. Right now with BTC Exchange, we are hosting another very exclusive campaign. For the first 100 users, you're going to get, only after you register, 10 USDT, then deposit, because you're going to get another 20% deposit bonus, and also the more you're going to trade, the bigger bonuses you're going to get. This specific campaign is right now valid only for the next couple of days, so take advantage of the free bonuses after you register and after initial deposit with the second link down below. Right now, let me also share with you another bullish indication we can be right now seeing on the order flow. So once you're going to pay attention to what other people are doing in the market, you might even be surprised, but it really does look like another major lower low is as right now being formed on the CVD indicator, which simply means more selling pressure is coming right now in the market, but the Bitcoin price, at least as of right now, it is still forming another higher low. So this right here, at least as of right now, it is a bullish Bitcoin indication. But the reality is, I still want to see our support areas to be reclaimed. As we said before, we need to go above our daily area of support. We also need to go above our volume level for me to then say, okay, this bullish absorption is right now playing out. Let's look for higher targets. And if Bitcoin is actually going to be able to see a push toward the upside, what are going to be our next major and very important areas of resistances? We know right now exactly what are our targets for the downside, but what if we do see a push towards the upside? In that case, we simply are going to pay attention to our first major liquidity level that is going to land exactly at our recent highs at 113.7 thousand US dollar area. We can also go with our Fibonacci retracement from the swing high back towards the swing low, and it really does look like golden pocket coming in exactly at our liquidity level. So I would say like that, if we are going to be looking for another long position in the next couple of hours, of course, if we are going to be able to see a push toward the upside, stop loss below the recent low, first take profit can already be approximately at our golden Fibonacci ratio. But of course, if we are then going to break our level towards the upside, for sure, we can then also be looking for our much higher price target, because once we are measuring from our all-time high back towards the low, another major golden Fibonacci ratio is coming in at 119,000 US dollars. And this specific golden pocket does align perfectly with our major weekly high-term time frame area of resistance. And not only that, if we are measuring the entire upper price section with volume, you're clearly going to see the point of control and also the value area high approximately at this specific area. Not to mention, this level right here is also going to be a major liquidations cluster where over 300 million of short positions are going to get liquidated. So do not get me wrong, I'm not right now saying to you Bitcoin must go lower. Of course, what we are seeing as of right now is not the most bullish. We are in a downtrend. That is why I do remain in my short positions. But if you right now ask me what is going to be my next trade, for sure it's also going to be another long position, because after such a big push down, I am not interested to fire another short position anymore. I am taking the profits on all of my trades right here, and simply because we are seeing a push down, and also because we are probably going to hit our major support area in the next couple of hours, maybe even if we are going to see the acceptance above the volume level, above the value area low, we are only interested to fire another long position on the Bitcoin chart itself. That is also right now why, if you want to trade with us, take an advantage of the free bonuses using the SAC link down below, because only after you register, you're already going to get 10 USDT, but then also deposit, because you're going to get a 20% deposit bonus. But also right now, thank you for smashing up the like button.